Construction of induction motor. Okay. Construction of induction motor in this. A three-phase induction motor is mainly consisting of two parts, so that is called stator and rotor. The three-phase induction motor consisting of main two parts, so that is called stator and rotor. So based on rotor, this induction machine can be classified into two types. So one is a slip ring induction motor, one is a squirrel cage induction motor. But the stator construction is same for slip ring and squirrel cage induction motor. There is no changes in the stator construction. So only rotor construction is the change. Only difference in the rotor construction, not in stator. Right. Rotor construction is different. Stator construction is same. Understood? And this is induction motor. Three-phase induction motor. So here, well, stator here, stationary what of the induction motor. In single-phase induction motor also, stator is stationary, rotor is rotating. Okay. In the three-phase induction motor, this is the winding. Okay, the winding is placed on the stator core in three-phase induction motor. Because of three-phase winding, there is a rotating magnetic field is developed here. Okay, in this stator core, in this slots, the winding is placed. Okay, this is called stator winding. The winding is placed here. Understood? So because of this winding, that winding is called a three-phase winding. Right? Three-phase winding. So because of three-phase winding, there is a rotating magnetic field is developed in this stator. Okay, there is a rotating magnetic field is developed in this stator because of three-phase winding. Well, so rotating magnetic field, rotating magnetic field. Okay, the main field flux is 1.5 times of the resultant. The resultant flux is nothing but 3/2 times of maximum value of the flux. So 1.5 times of maximum value of the flux. This concept I have already explained. Also, so by using phasor diagrams, by using some mathematical expressions, I am already explained this concept. How the magnetic field is rotating in a stator of a three-phase induction machine. Understood? Okay. So the stator is built up of high-grade alloy steel laminations to reduce electrical loss, same as transformer. As the three main parts of the outer frame: stator core, stator winding. Outer frame, this is called outer frame. Stator core, this is called stator core, and stator winding. This is called stator core. In this stator core, these are the different type of slots. Okay, these are the slots are used to place the winding. By this slots are used to place the winding. Okay, so this is called terminal box and this base. So in this way, this machine is designed. Okay, single phase. So only small difference in the single phase induction machine. Okay. The single phase induction machine. So this stator winding is called only single phase. Single phase, only R phase or Y phase or B phase. Only one phase is connected to this stator winding of a single phase induction machine. The stator winding of a single phase induction machine is connected by only because of one phase. Okay. Only R phase or Y phase or B phase. That is called R phase and neutral. Phase neutral. Either may be R phase or neutral. Either may be Y phase or neutral. Okay, B phase or neutral. So like this. Because of that single winding in induction machine, so it's not possible to rotate the magnetic field. Stator rotating magnetic field is absent in a single phase induction machine. Understood? Rotating magnetic field is absent in a single phase induction machine. Okay, without using external circuits, without using auxiliary circuits. Okay, that's why single phase induction motor is not a self-starting. Single phase induction motor is not self-starting. Remember, because of only one winding. Also, the rotating magnetic field is not developed in stator of a induction motor. Okay. So here, stator of a single phase induction motor. Construction and working of single phase induction motor. So a single phase induction motor is generally used in home applications. So widely used in home single phase induction motors. Okay, it is used in pumps, okay, office workshops, offices workshop. So, so to lift the water from the well, so this type of induction motors are used in home applications. Am I right about it? Okay, single phase induction motors in your home applications. But a three phase induction motors are used in pumps, agriculture pumps. Okay, so single phase motors are widely used in home, offices, workshops, etc. These are the simple applications of these single phase induction motors. Okay, as power delivered to the most of the houses and offices in a single phase induction. Single phase only. So only the three phase power is consumed connected induction industries only. Okay, the three phase power is taking only industries the maximum. Okay, the operating voltage levels are very high in industries. That's why voltage levels are very high. That's why this industries the three phase power supply. So large loads, large machines are also taking three phase power, but single machine, small machines by using single phase supply only these motors are running. Small rating machines. Okay. So in addition to this, single phase motors are reliable and cheap in cost. The cost of this single phase induction motors are very less and simple in construction and easy to repair. So these are the some advantages of this. But a single phase induction motor is not a self-starting. So by using some external equipment, so we have to start the induction machine, single phase induction. So here single phase induction machine can be classified into, so like this, single phase induction motors are classified into split phase, capacitor, and a shaded pole. Split phase induction motor, capacitor start induction motor, capacitor start and capacitor run induction motor, and the shaded pole induction motor. So these are the different types of induction motor comes under single phase induction motor. Okay, split phase, capacitor, shaded. Okay, these are from another type of single phase induction motor. Single phase synchronous motors, repulsion. So here single phase induction motor construction that you consider here. Construction of a single phase induction motor. Okay. So this is a capacitor, this is called capacitor start induction motor. Generally they call it condenser. Generally can be called as a condenser. Okay, in your home applications, that's fan is there. So by observing the fan, so there is a condenser is there. So then what is the purpose of condenser? So it is used to start the induction machine, single phase induction machine. Okay. It is used to start the single phase induction motor by using capacitor. The generally is called condenser. Okay. Construction of single phase induction motor is similar to construction of three phase induction motor. Having squirrel gauge. Okay. Squirrel gauge. Except the starter is owned for single phase. Okay. So construction of single phase induction motor is similar to construction of three phase induction motor. Squirrel gauge rotor. Squirrel gauge induction type rotor. Okay, that's a squirrel gauge rotor is having only conducting bars, no aluminum conducting bars or copper conducting bars. Okay, single phase induction motor having only squirrel gauge rotor. Clear? Except that stator is owned for single phase. Stator is also provided with the starting winding and running. These are the two windings are used in induction machine, single phase induction machine. But in a three phase induction machine, okay, so there is no running separate windings. Starting winding and running winding, there is no separate windings. So only one winding. Okay, that is called R phase, Y phase, B phase. R phase winding, B phase winding, Y phase windings. Three phases windings are used in the single phase induction machine. I mean the three phase induction machine. But in the single phase induction machine, two types of windings are used because of it's not a self-starting machine. Okay, one is a starting winding, one is a running winding. That is called main winding. Starting winding is also provided with the starting winding. So the starting winding is used to start the induction machine. Okay, understood. The starting winding is placed on stator, not rotor. This is a concept. The starting winding of the induction machine is placed on stator winding, but not rotor. Stator is provided with starting winding and running winding. These two types of windings are placed on. Okay, the stator of a single phase induction motor. These two are connected generally in parallel. Okay, so this is general single phase induction motor construction. Okay, this is called stator. Okay, this is called stator of a single phase induction motor. It's clear. This is called stator. Stator of a single phase induction motor. This red color one is called mean winding. Okay, this stator having some slots. No? So on that slots, this slots are some slots are belongs to the main windings like this. Okay, this is called main winding. Here main winding. Two windings. No? Single phase induction motor is having two windings. One is for main winding. One is for starting winding. This is called starting winding of a single phase induction motor. This is called starting winding. But in three phase induction motor, there is no starting winding. Am I right or no? There is no starting winding, only mean winding. That is called R phase, Y phase, B phase. Okay. So only mean winding, this slots, this winding is placed in three phase induction motor. But here different. Some slots are belongs to main winding and some slots are belongs to starting winding. Understood? So the starting winding, some slots are belongs to starting means starting winding means so only used in starting purpose only. Under starting condition only this power supply is given to the starting winding. Okay, once this induction motor is reached to the maximum value, that is the rated value, 75% of the rated speed, this starting winding is disconnected, only running with main winding. This induction machine is running with only main winding when the motor is reaches to the 75% of the rated speed. It's clear? 70 to 80% of the rated speed when motor single phase induction motor is reached to 70 to 75% or 80% of the speed. This starting winding is disconnected and also this small machine is single phase induction machine is running with only main winding. During running condition, okay, the main only main winding is this. Starting conditions only this winding. Okay, that's why this is called as a starting winding, and this main winding is called as a running winding. Okay, it's called start total. So here working principle of induction motor, single phase induction motor. So we know that when the stator is of a single phase motor is fed to the single phase supply, it produces a alternating flux in the stator winding. Am I right or not? Alternating flux. So supply input supply of the induction motor, single phase induction motor is called AC. Na? Input supply of the single phase induction motor is called AC. That's why when the induction motor, the single phase supply is fed into the single induction motor, so what happens? There is a produces alternating flux in the stator winding. Okay, because of this supply, single phase supply, the alternating flux is developed in the stator winding. Alternating flux is in the stator winding because of single phase supply. But in a three phase induction machine, rotating magnetic field is developed. In three phase induction motor, rotating magnetic field is called RMF. Rotating magnetic field is developed in a three phase induction motor, but in a single phase induction motor, if the stator winding is fed to the supply, this produces the alternating flux in the stator winding. Okay, this alternating current flow through a stator winding causes the induced current in the rotor bars of a squirrel cage rotor, contributing Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. But whenever this alternating current flux flowing through the stator winding causes the induced current in the rotor bar. Okay, understand? Alternating current flowing through the stator winding causes the induced current in the rotor bars. The rotor bars are made by aluminum or copper, and also this rotor is starting stationary. Okay, this alternating current because of the supply, single phase supplies to the stator winding of induction motor. Okay, this stator, the stator, this flux is alternating. Okay, this stator, the current flowing through the stator winding is causes. Okay, because of the alternating current flowing through the stator winding is called alternating because of that induced current in the rotor bar according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So in order to develop the induced remote, one must be stationary, another must be rotating or alternating to develop induced remote. In transformer, winding is stationary, the magnetic alternating flux is alternating because of the EMF induced in the primary winding and also secondary winding also. Correct? So here the induced current on the rotor will also produce the alternating flux. The induced current because of EMF induced in the rotor, okay, according to the Faraday's law. So it also produces a alternating flux. Even after both alternating fluxes are set up, the motor fails to start. Okay, understood. So this induced current because of alternating current in the stator winding causes the induced EMF in the rotor bars. Okay, squirrel cage induction motor according to the Faraday's law. Understood? This induced current in the rotor will also produce the alternating flux. It's clear. Even after both alternating flux are set up, the motor fails to start. This can be explained by using double field revolving theory and also cross field theory. Okay, double field revolving theory and also cross field theory. But here, so double field revolving theory is somewhat better to understand. So compared to cross field theory, so we are concentrating on double field revolving theory. For starting off, why the single phase induction mode machine is not self-starting. Okay. However, the rotor is given an initial start by external force in either direction. Then the motor accelerates to its final speed and keeps running with a rated speed. Okay, the behavior of a single phase motor can be explained by using double field. So you are observing that in your home appliances that is called fan. Fan is a single phase induction motor. Okay, so if you switch on the fan supply, this motor is not running. So what you have to do, you have to rotate manually by using stick or by using hand. After some rotations, it will be rotating itself, accelerates itself. Okay. However, if the rotor is given some initial start, okay, if we are given an initial start by external force in either direction, okay, then the motor is accelerated to final speed and keeps running with stated speed. In this way, the motor is running single phase induction motor. Okay, so the behavior of the induction motor can be explained by using double field revolving theory. Clear?